Hey, what's up, everyone? Getting on here, talk about the Euro 2024 coming up. Um, I'm going to be talking about, what teams I think, in order from, like you know, one to however many teams I think could win the Euro Cup. Maybe, six teams. Um, and then I'm also going to make my prediction on, who's going to win. So, as you guys know, the tournament is going to be in Germany. And for any of you that have been following European, Euros for, at least 20 years plus, you'll always, the trend that's going on is that the home team, hasn't been winning the tournament. I'll think back as far as back as, the tournament in the early 2000s when I was in Portugal. The Portuguese, they made it to the final against Greece and they lost. Fast forward a couple years, the tournament was in France, and France, they lost in the final to Portugal. And then, last Euros, it was in multiple nations, but the majority of the games, I would say, were in England, especially for England. I think they played all their games in England, but with the exception of one. I think they went to Rome one time to play against Ukraine. But, Italy beat them, as you know. And so I don't think that, I know it's plus, Germany, they really haven't been playing that good pre their current coach. But they have been doing, pretty good, after the new coach came in, the ex-Bayern coach, forgot what his name is, but let me look it up, what his name is here. Nagelsmann, yeah. Julian Nagelsmann, yeah. So ever since he's been there, I believe they've been doing, they've been doing pretty good. They won against Holland. They beat France. They lost to Austria. They tied Mexico. They lost to Turkey. They beat United States. So, I mean, their results have been up and down, but they're home. They're gonna have the fans behind them. So, but I don't think they're gonna win it. I think that obviously they have an opportunity, and I'll give away my winner right now, because I'm gonna rank these from who I think will win from 1 through 6. So I think that France is probably the likely winner. They have a strong team. I'm gonna put them at number one. France, they made it to the World Cup final twice. They lost to Argentina. If it wasn't for a save for the Argentinian goalie, they probably would have won the World Cup 2 times in a row, and didn't have a good Euro Cup. They lost against the Swiss 4 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever you want to say. So I'm gonna put France at number one. I'm gonna put Spain at number two. Spain, they usually have a very strong team. And they're technically astute, and they have experienced players. Looking at their recent results, I mean, they only lost to Colombia, 1-0 in a friendly. But before that, I mean, they've been on they beat Italy in the Nations League. That's why I put them above Italy. I mean, they beat them in the Nations League, and also Italy. I mean, they're the defending champions. It's hard to win, 2 times in a row. this tournament. I equate this tournament to, to that of the toughnesses of, of the World Cup, if not tougher. I mean, look at the groups they have here are just, ridiculous. And I could go through them all, but they're just really tough groups. I mean, look at the Italy group: Spain, Croatia, Italy, and Albania. Look at Group C: England, Serbia, Denmark, Slovenia. I mean, Group D: Poland, Holland, France, and Austria. Group F: Turkey, Portugal, Czech Republic, and I know Georgia. They got in there with my boy Kvara. But, these are really tough groups. I equate it to other international tournaments. I mean, this is a far stronger tournament, a tougher tournament to win than the Copa America, in my opinion. The Gold Cup in the Americas, forget about it. I mean, I could pretty much say without hesitating that no team in CONCACAF, the only way they would get out of these groups if they got a favorable group, like if they got a weaker group. USA. I'm looking at all these groups over here. USA, we'll say they're the strongest team in CONCACAF. These are tough groups. I don't know. You put them in the Germany group: Scotland, Hungary, and Switzerland. I mean, that's a tough group. Scotland, they're not just going to roll over. Hungary, Switzerland. But anyways, I don't want to get in a tangent. It's a very tough tournament. I put France number 1, Spain number 2. I'm putting Italy number 3, even though I don't think they're going to win the Euros. They're the defending champions. I do think that, I'm glad they have Spalletti. He was one of the finalists for Coach of the Year. He's a very good coach after his Napoli won. So I'm putting Italy, at number 3. I'm putting Portugal at number 4. I just don't believe in, I don't believe that Roberto Martinez, their coach, is going to win them, a Euro Cup. And plus I believe they still have Ronaldo over there, and that drama with him, I just don't think it's good for the team. If he's not starting, if the team isn't scoring, the guy's going to want to play. It's just not a good environment, So for that, I put, Portugal at 4. I'm going to put England at 5. Listen, England, they never win anything, and I'm not trying to poo-poo them. And one could argue, they in Euro 2020, they played all their games in England. They only played one game away against Ukraine, and their coach, I don't think he's a top tier coach, and you need, besides having great players in a great group, you need to have a top tier coach. So I'll put England at number 5. I'm gonna put England. I'm gonna put Netherlands at number 6. They had a good World Cup. They probably, they almost beat the Argentina. So, you know what? I'm going to flip-flop that. I'm going to put England at number 6, and I'm going to put Netherlands at number 5. And, there is other, standout teams, that these are all fantastic teams. Listen, I don't want to, poo-poo anybody. Georgia, I'm sure they have a good team. Albania, I've been hearing a lot of stuff about them. But I'm just trying to give you guys my honest opinion on who I think could win this tournament from 1 to 6. That's it. The other teams are great, but I really don't think they have a chance to win this tournament. This tournament back in the 90s, they had 4 groups of 4. Now they have, what do they got? A, B, C, D, E, F. I mean, there's a lot of, 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 6 groups now. I mean, and now they're taking third place teams. So, I tried my best to do the predictions, with the brackets and all that. But I may be wrong, in some instances with the third place teams and this and that. When you get third place teams in, I mean, this is a big guess. I mean, players get injured, things happen. I feel confident, with doing my first and second picks. But when you start getting the third in, that's a little tough. So, but anyways, Group A, I think it's going to be, Germany. I'm going to give you my first and second pick. Germany 1, Hungary 2. That's so then I got Spain, Italy for Group B. For Group C, I believe I got England and Denmark. England number 1, Denmark number 2. For Group D, I got France, Netherlands. For Group E, I got Belgium and Ukraine. Yeah, Belgium and Ukraine. And Group F, I have Portugal and Czech Republic. So I feel confident with the first and second. The thirds, I mean, anything can happen with that, but I feel confident with that. So anyways, I'm just going to reiterate, my team that I think is going to win the Euro 2024 is France. That's number 1. Number 2 is Spain. Italy's number 3. Portugal's number 4. Netherlands number 5. England number 6. So what I'm going to have is, I think Spain is going to play Austria after the group stage. I have Denmark, Germany and Denmark. They're going to play each other. And I'm going from the bracket top to the bottom. So Spain is going to beat Austria. Germany is going to beat Denmark. Portugal is going to beat Croatia. Netherlands is going to beat Ukraine. And listen, I know I'm a fan of Croatia, but I just think that they're kind of I don't know that team too intimate, but I know they have some older players, and I think I don't know that they're going to have a great Euros, but we'll see. They always surprise, and they go I wouldn't even call it a surprise because I respect the team and their football very much. I mean, they make semifinals of World Cups, and so you don't know. They may have some new guy, new Davar Suker, or a new Modric or whoever. I don't know. So I think Portugal is going to beat Croatia. I think Netherlands is going to beat Ukraine. I think Belgium is going to beat Switzerland. No, sorry. I think Switzerland is going to beat Belgium. I think France is going to beat Czech Republic. I think England is going to beat Turkey. I think Italy is going to beat Hungary. All right, so that is the round of 16. Then we go on to the quarterfinal. We're going to have Spain versus Germany. So Germany is going to beat Spain. Portugal is going to beat Netherlands. Switzerland is going to lose to France. Italy is going to beat England because we always beat England in World Cups and Euro Cups. I don't care about European qualifiers. We always beat England we beat them, I think, in Euro 2012. We beat them in the World Cup 2014. We beat them in Euro 2020. I mean, I don't know all the games. I'm just naming a couple off the top of my head, but we always beat these guys in major tournaments. So I think Italy is going to beat England. So that's the quarterfinal. Then we go to the semifinal. We got Germany versus Portugal. I think Germany's going to win. And I think France is going to beat Italy. And we're going to have Germany versus France in the final. And I'm sorry, Germany, the curse of being the home team is going to get you. And France is going to win the European Cup. and that's going to be it. So let me know what you guys think about my predictions, and the order of teams that I think could win the Euro Cup, with France being 1, Spain being 2, Italy 3, 4, Portugal 5, Netherlands 6, England. And those are my opinions. I mean, you look at the bookies, and obviously, I'm biased toward Italy, but I'm just being realistic. I didn't put them number one. So I didn't put, Italy number one. I'm being realistic. But the bookies, they have England, high up. Yeah, I don't, and so I I don't think that they should be considered a favorite. If you watch football for the past 30 years, 30 plus years, England has not done anything in major. I mean, for longer than that, 30 plus years, they've done nothing. I mean, yeah, I mean, they've done, pretty okay in the most recent Russia and Qatar and the World Cup, and they made it to the Euro finals. But let's be honest, the European Cup is tougher than the FIFA World Cup. Um, Also, they went far in the Euro Cup last time. Let's not forget, they had all home games. They did not have to go nowhere. They played all their games in Wembley Stadium and one game in Rome, I believe. So we'll see this time around. Um, I you know things in life, you know, those are the things I see, and we'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think. We'll see you. Bye.